How's my level?
Oh, we're peaking a bit.
Oh.
I'm bringing it down a little.
How's that?
There you go. That's a ticket.
What about you?
That's good cricket.
That's good cricket?
That's the ticket.
If there's grass on the wicket, it's time to play cricket.
It's time to stick it.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to Beer Shark, everybody.
I love you, Jack.
Late one today.
Yes.
Wednesday app. Look out.
Yes. And we're in the north.
App of the north. With any luck, last one. In the north.
Well, we're going to do one more in the north.
That's right. That is true.
We're going to do definitely one more in the north, but this could be the last in the north. Did you get approved?
I got a house.
Jesus, God, and fuck. Where?
Got a place in Deegan.
Deegan.
One letter short of dragon.
Oh, where is Deegan? Is that near the Jewel?
Like a Sandgate kind of place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing I know about Deegan is there's a road called Deegan Deviation.
Yes.
Which you couldn't think of a more strip club name for a road if you tried.
The Deegan Deviation. Sounds like something a dude ordered, and it's his regular thing that he orders when he goes to the strip club. Oh, shit. We're going to need another girl. Deegan's come in.
Frank's here. He's going to order hey, love. It's the Deegan Deviation.
What's the Deegan Deviation?
It's the Mr. Caruso of sexual favors.
Well, I'll do it, but I hope he's got all the money. Last time I done a Deegan Deviation, I got fucked.
Yeah, the security guard standing behind him. It's the last time. You're 5 tabs back. You reckon? Can you amass a tab at a strip club? Just keep them coming.
No, you can't.
I'm good for it.
No, you can't. I feel like a strip club tab is something that you're gonna have to like. I feel like it is the opposite. It's like you put down like $1,000 at a strip club. They let you know when it's time to pay again.
Yeah, like a prepaid phone.
Yeah, I feel like strip clubs are prepaid. It's not like a tab at a bar.
Yeah, you can
different.
Just come in, and I've been putting some bets on as well. It's kind of like that. Yep. I thought it came out as you bet.
Right.
You put on a new bet, and it comes out of your account. You put money into your sports bet account, and then it's all in one hit.
Yes.
So that's good. You're like, I'm only going to bet, $30.
Yeah.
And then you realize that there's another cool bet you can have for like 14 to 1. I'm like, okay, I'll just put another one. It's no limit.
Yeah.
But there is more thought involved.
How much have you burned through so far?
Not that much. I put $20 on the game itself.
Okay.
I put $10 on the guy kicking the first goal of the game.
Nice.
Now, the thing is, he kicked the second goal of the game.
Okay.
So I yelled at him from the grandstands because he cost me $140.
Yeah. Well, it cost you $10.
He cost me 10, but now I don't have $140.
Yeah, but you're
more than I did before.
But you're projecting winnings. You have to project only the bet.
How much
you
is he
can't put
making?
the winnings on it. Doesn't matter how he's kicking the ball.
Well, he should send me some of his money then.
No. He's an AFL player. They're different to rugby league players. I feel like a rugby league player will probably like cut you some slack, but these AFL snakes, no, they're snakes in the grass.
I was one of the more polite people at the game. The guy next to me is an absolute beast.
A beast?
What
was he doing? Was he the evening beast?
Really running through his little notebook full of quips.
Oh, he had shit to say and he had it written down.
No.
Hang on, did he write for the game?
I'm sure he wrote, but he kept it at home and he has a great memory. He had thousands of one-liners.
Huh.
The game was against Collingwood.
Can you remember any of the things he was saying?
My favourite was, "You've had more possession of the ball than your fucking kids." That was my favourite. That's a pretty good one.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
At one point.
But that's like a good thing to have possession of the ball. He's like yelling out a jab that's like...
Yeah.
That's a bit strange.
Well, I'm supposing we are unhappy that he has possession with it, so I guess we're just pointing out things we don't like.
Right.
Kind of like virtue signaling, but for sports.
Yeah.
Hey, that's bad!
Yeah, what you're doing isn't what I wanted you to do.
That's basically all sports yelling is.
Yeah, shit.
Back into the goddamn sports world.
Well... you got to put a bet on. Old man Ben Hetherington's the same way. He's making bets all over. He was making a mint. He was killing it. He was winning a couple of $100 a week.
Shit.
On it. And I said to him, "Now's a good time to pull out, soldier. Listen, it costs you double." But he didn't listen to me, and now he's fucked. He's burned through all his cash. He was up like $600.
Damn.
Now he's down.
Well, I was all rugged up.
Yeah.
You know, I had all the gear. I was ready to go. I thought I was on a goddamn winning streak.
Yeah.
We were up in halftime. We were up, and I got a little notification on the sports bet thing. It says, "Hey, you can pay out now if you want." I'm like, "Great, fuck
Take
yeah!"
it. Yeah.
And I looked. It was $3 more than I bet. I'm like, "We got this. We're good."
Well, you weren't good.
I wasn't good.
No.
Been better, really.
Damn.
And then I had to go and fucking borrow money from my parents to do bond.
Then I went and spoiled it all by borrowing money off my parents. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, my dad's a loan shark. Imagine getting the shit kicked out of you by your dad because you owe him bond money.
I feel like it's happened.
It's happened for sure.
My parents have loaned me money like here and there, but they've never, like, I've always paid it back before anyone sort of says anything. You got to get that. Like, cause I know you've met George.
You can't give him a chance to suck.
You can't fuck around with George, man. You don't want to owe George money.
No.
You don't. Like, you don't. You don't.
This
you
is
don't
a man that can operate a drill.
Man, he's going to drill through your fucking hand or your head.
Yeah, Jesus style.
Jesus style. Yeah.
You reckon they wanted to put another drill hole in Jesus' head, but they're like, he's fine just with the 4?
Well, yes, but also back in Jesus' time, they had those drills that, you know, obviously there's no battery. So, you know those ones you had to like wind like that? Yeah. So that's how they would have gone through. So the nails much quicker through the hands and everything. But I feel like they were doing stuff to his dick and balls. Stuff that they didn't put in the Bible. I feel like they would have done stuff to his scrotum, his butthole.
Yeah.
They would have done all that shit because when you think about it, a spear in the side and nails through the hands, that's all fairly gentlemanly stuff.
For the time era as well.
Yeah, they would have had way more whack shit. It's just that they would have also been thinking, and with each time it's translated and transcribed, each time they're like, oh, you know what? We don't want any trouble over here in Italy. You know, they're Romans. So they're sort of like going, you know what? We got to find a way to come out on top. Take out the dick drilling.
We don't want...
Take out the bit where I rip off his scrotum.
We don't want the people taking actions into their own hands.
Yeah. Just say with the hammer, not the drilly and the wing.
Is that how you say a bad influencer?
That's right. They're thinking of tourism.
Yeah, this is the radio edit of the Bible.
Right, exactly, where they don't drill his dick hole and rip off his balls and feed them to him.
Now, if that was in the original cut, I'm sure there would be a lot more Catholics. That's a book I would read.
That's interesting, which means that there would have been more kitty touching. So actually, I like the way the Bible is. It's good that they didn't mention the dick drilling.
You know, no quips with the Bible thus far.
I don't like picking on Christians.
You think there's a bit of low-hanging fruit, isn't there? I think everyone does that.
My family's all Christians, man. I don't want to say stuff that upsets them. I mean, I did just say that Jesus got his dick drilled and his balls ripped off, but that...
He did.
He did. That's just the facts, man. I guess the facts don't matter with the Christians.
Facts don't care about your feelings. Drilling a hole into the statue of Jesus, being like, it's accurate.
Imagine it was one of the hymns. Oh, Jesus, Jesus drilled his cock and tore off his balls, put him in his sock. You know.
Jesus' balls dropped to the floor to atone for your sins.
Yeah, for your sins.
Yeah.
I had my dick. Imagine if he come out and he's just all talking all black when he came out of the fucking thing. He's like, I had my goddamn dick drilled for you, motherfuckers.
Oh, goddamn. No one knows what accent he had.
I would say Arabic.
I would say
he would have
that.
come out, fucking nuts.
Oh, yeah, fucking cunt. Wrapped on my nuts.
Yeah, the fucking goddamn the nails don't care.
Don't care for the nails.
Scrotum. Be very angry.
Yeah, I would love to just go to a church and paint just genital mutilation onto the paintings and being like, that's what it is.
Yeah, you're correcting history.
It's
like, you know,
period specific.
Yeah, and the congregation are like down with it, and they tell their priest or their preacher to shut the fuck up. They're just like, no, you know, enough of your lies.
That's what's...
Get him more paint.
Perhaps, you know how when you get the goddamn crackers and
Right.
the wine.
Yeah.
And you have a little nibble of the boy himself.
Yum yum.
And perhaps, God giveth, God taketh away.
Sure.
Perhaps the circumcision story has ended up that way. You get a little, we take a little.
Here's a biscuit, and here's our Triscuit.
Jesus had a rough go. You
Yeah.
you can deal with a shitty Thursday.
Andy Davis, shout out the great legendary Andy Davis. Look
Davis,
him up.
California.
Look him up. Yeah. Davis said that when he was circumcised, the circumcised section of his penis was given to his mother, and she used it as chewing gum. That's what he says. And he's repeated this joke in many, many forms. Anytime circumcision is mentioned, he talks about priests using it as chewing gum, mothers of the babes chewing gum. Anytime. He's like, it doesn't go to waste. That's chewing gum. I don't know why he thinks that circumcised dick is chewing gum, but he has always said it. He has always said it.
It's probably good news that he's not gay, really.
He's not gay, but if he was, there'd be a lot of chewing on the foreskin. I can tell you. That would be his thing. That would be his move.
Partner would be very unhappy.
You know what his move actually is?
What's that?
Oh, man, I don't know if I should be telling you this. Let's just say it's this other friend of mine.
Okay.
All right?
This
other guy.
this little friend of ours.
Yeah. Not the other guy. So this guy...
Let's call him Liam.
Liam. Yeah, let's call him Liam Davis. Anyway, this guy, when he has sex with a woman, when he finishes, he blows all over her stomach, right? And then he licks up his own cum and he kisses the girl, snowballing her. That's his fucking move.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. What a fucking legend.
Damn.
Can you even... I cannot... I said to him, when he told me that, I thought he was joking, but he was not. And because he knows whatever he does, I'm going to do. Because I always got to, one-up him. Mm-hmm. And I thought he was just saying this to be like, yeah, okay, well, yeah. And then I do it, and he's like, I've never done that. I thought it was...
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Right, I'll jump off a cliff then, dickhead. I thought it was one of these... I thought it was your typical Davis scam.
Yes.
It's not. And also...
The old toaster strudel.
The old toaster strudel. Well, look.
It's like when you whip a snip and then you catch it up with the victor later.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's your refund. So...
10 cents back in South Australia.
Dude, I've got to fucking... I've got to do this. Now, I have to do it because I can't live with him on top. He's above. Until I do this, he's a better man than me.
Because one of you will die first. And then the other man will speak at that man's funeral and they'll know that they've done more shit.
Absolutely, dude. I don't want to... I'll definitely speak at Andy's funeral. He'll die before me, 100%. And when he does die, I don't want to be standing there like, hey, I never did it, and he died thinking he's a better guy, he's a better dude than I am.
Yep.
I don't want him dying on top like that. So I got to do it. Not only do I have to do it, I got to do some other freaky shit as well.
Oh, you've got to...
So I got to one-up him.
Oh, right, yeah, because then you have to... You got to equal the playing field and then get up in first place.
I know how to do it too.
What's your plan?
Well, I do the same thing that he did, but after I kiss her, I fucking lick my tongue, semen on my thumb, right? And then I Simba.
Ah, Simba.
I do Simba.
Very nice.
Or maybe the pussy, the thumb and the pussy. Simba.
Okay, a little bit of artificial insemination, horse method.
The horse method.
The horse method.
I'm not going to put semen in a schnoodle.
Oh,
I'm going to just a little...
Just glaze.
There's a little... Ooh.
Yeah,
there's a little paste for you.
Yeah, glaze the pastry.
Glaze the pastry.
I don't like working with the bust because the thing is, I've had a traumatic experience when I was on tour.
Yeah.
There was a woman that looked like a lot like a friend of ours. We called her Female Cook because...
okay.
Because she looked like one of our friends with the same name. And what I just realized I'm gonna have to bleep that out because he's a teacher. So maybe Oh, and now I'm just gotta keep going with
Now
this.
you,
Now
now
I've
you
really
have
fucked
to.
myself, haven't I?
Yeah, damn it.
Yeah, all the kids come in on Monday. It's like, hey,
It'll be
you
fine.
heard something. No, this has nothing to do with him.
That's it.
This lady
Yeah.
that just looked like one of our friends. I
Okay.
just decided to hook up with her because I thought it would be funny to fuck someone that looked like one of my friends.
I respect that.
She was a real gutter devil bastard lady.
Oh.
She was pissing on the church.
Oh.
She had to piss and there was a church. It's like, hold on. She wore like a vest with punk patches and shit on it. I went to a show with her once and
Yeah.
there was a guy that like bumped into her, so she just punched him in the head.
Oh,
This
shit.
is a fucking...
This is a demon witch.
This is a real tantric witch of a woman.
Yeah, yeah. As Denzo would say.
As Denzo, well, that's the great Denzo.
She was a tantric witch.
This
How
tantric
fucking funny was
witch.
that? All right, so yeah, so you did sex with her.
I did something. She ate my bum hole,
Ah!
James. And it was very strange because she was quite pretty, frankly.
She ate ass.
She ate ass. Flash forward, let's be real, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm blowing on the chest. She
course.
starts fucking dry heaving. And I'm like, you've got the track record of an opossum.
You're eating ass, then she's puking because you blew on her
She
chest.
doesn't like the cum. I'm like, you're a raccoon, woman.
I don't like cum, but I do like ass.
It's very strange.
Yeah, you're a goddamn sea otter, beaver, garbage dump, diving motherfucking tantric bitch witch.
Go chew on a Funyuns packet.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
See, that is a strange creature because I feel like eating ass and living inside a cum bubble go hand in hand.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like cum and bum stuff go hand in hand. It's really, I feel like, you know what? I feel like almost like anal with a woman is almost like appropriation.
Of gay culture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
How dare you? How dare you? This is our zone. It's a good thing that gay men are not like territorial because they could totally call that. It's just like every time you do bum stuff, you're like kind of appropriating our culture, you know. And I think they would have like kind of a point because you know in the circus bullshits where they have trapeze and all that sort of shit. You know, they know where each one of these apparatus and these tricks come from. Whereas some fucking gypsies from fucking Southeast Asia or from the Eastern Bloc in fucking
Egypt or something.
yeah, well, whatever. They know where each of the disciplines come from, right? And they try to get someone from that place to do that trick.
They got the playbook.
Well, absolutely, because this is a traditional thing, and the people who are from that place are the absolute best at it. Like, if you look at, like, I don't know what it is, that fucking big circus that they have sometimes over at Hamilton, you know, the big wanker circus.
The big Moscow bullshit.
Yeah, all the bullshit. They got these fucking freaks from different areas to do their fucking freak shit. And all I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, if you're heterosexual and you're doing bum stuff, stop it. It's rude.
It is rude.
Yeah.
You should leave it to the pros.
Leave it to the goddamn pros. But that bitch witch, I think it's okay in her case to eat ass. I think eating ass is okay.
Eating ass is okay. She's a hippie now. She dropped a bunch of acid. She got dreadlocks. She changed her name to Pixie something.
Yuck.
No good.
I'd eat ass before a pixie. I'd rather eat ass than be a hippie. Interestingly enough, if you're a hippie, your whole body turns to ass. Eating them anywhere is like eating ass.
That's true. Kissing a hippie is eating ass. You got the stamp of approval,
Kissing a hippie
right?
is eating ass. That's a t-shirt. Kissing a hippie is eating ass. That's get on to Jacob. Get on to Jacob.
Yeah, he'll love that.
Kissing a hippie is eating ass. Can we remember that?
Yeah, I'll that's the episode title for sure.
It's fucking amazing. Oh, well done, Jack.
But yeah, I was one funny thing that I found out about looping back to the sports thing at the football game. My dad's done something very strange. He handed me a hat. I was in the paraphernalia. Is that what it's called? The memorabilia, the bullshit.
Yeah.
Your little fucking
merch.
Your merch.
Yeah.
I looked at the hat and there's a bunch of signatures on it. And I'm like, oh, who signed this? And then my dad went, I did.
What?
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah. And he said, well,
he signed a football jersey?
He signed his own Colton Football Club hat.
Why has he done that?
Well, he bought a new pen and he didn't want to just give it to a football player and have it not work. I got egg all over my face.
Yeah, I get
So he
that.
just wrote his own name on his hat So now it's a bunch of football players.
It could have been any hat. Why does it have to? Okay.
And he didn't have any other hats on him, I'm supposing.
Okay. You're an interesting fella.
And at least there's other signatures. It'd be something else if you just had a hat with only your signature on it.
Yes. That is odd.
At least it looks like he was hanging out with these fellas at some point.
I wouldn't know whose signature it is. He could give me that. He could tell me it was the fucking Don.
Well, it's
And I'd
not
be
much
like,
of a signature.
cool.
It's just printed.
It's a squiggle.
He just wrote his own name.
Ah.
It's not like not a squig.
I think about your dad a lot. I think, because I've never met the man.
It's quite a character.
I wonder how he'd go with George.
Dude, George would love Gub.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
They'd get along?
Yeah, G&G, baby.
Yeah, that's true. They
Yeah.
probably would. My dad's very personable. He kind of gets along with anyone, but I feel like my dad will like annoy you a little bit as well. George will annoy you.
George is definitely going to be on the offense in terms of the social aspect of it. My dad's
Right.
a very reserved gentleman.
He's chilled.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would poke him, though.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. George will get something out of Gub for sure.
Yeah. In a positive way. I don't think it'd be like an issue.
No.
Because dad, my dad's not. He's not the type to sort of, push. He'd sort of,
What he'd do is he'd rattle off things until he found a common ground.
There you go.
And then once there's that,
Yeah.
golf, something.
Yeah. But man shit. It'd be like man shit.
Yeah, what do we got? Welding.
Oh,
Carburetors.
welding. Yeah, cars and bullshit.
Yeah, my dad can weld with a car battery. I can talk about that.
There you
for
go.
hours.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah, some sort of construction bullshit. You
Yeah.
know, my dad start complaining about his my mother.
There you go. That's a classic.
There's bonding.
As long as you're married.
Men have been bonding over their woman problems forever. As soon as it comes, and it's worth noting that if men are drinking and one starts moaning about the women problems, at that juncture it can go one of two ways. The other men look at each other and go, why'd you invite Derek?
Yep.
He's a bitch.
That's me. That's me
He's
every
always
time.
moaning, right? Or they've all got similar problems. They go, Deza, tell me about it, son. And then the booze increases. It's like they start drinking harder and heavier.
Yep.
And then they say basically the worst shit you'll ever hear. Like you will never hear worse shit.
A male-only attended bar is equivalent to, I'm supposing, whatever the equivalent of the Oval Office was in the 1940s in Germany.
Yeah.
A lot of awful things,
A lot of awful
ideas
shit being thrown around. Yeah, absolutely. Man, look,
exchanged.
hey, man, I've been in those situations. I've been in those conversations with different, different dudes. There's like a fuckhead switch. A man will switch a fuckhead switch and just become a fuckwit. And but once that, like, if you're like 6 drinks deep, maybe 8 drinks deep, let's be conservative. If you're 8 drinks deep, and this is being nice to these guys, if you're 8 drinks deep, once the fuckhead switch is switched, you cannot switch that back for 24 hours.
Oh, you're stuck like that.
You're stuck like that. The wind
Until the
has
reset.
changed. Oh, man. You go down a dark path. I've gone down the dark path before. You just get into this sort of depressed, cranky state. And if you've got people around you who are agreeing with you, then you're even further pushed into the darkness.
You can't have the support.
This is how dudes end up beating the shit out of each other at barbecues.
Right.
They disagree.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
It's too crisp.
Oh, dude. I think that's how like all kinds of crazy shit gets started. This is how like secret clubs get started.
And yet we're not the emotional ones. We're not
No.
the ones that are flagged as like, they can't,
No.
don't let men talk to each other about their problems. You'll never hear the end of it.
Yeah, when in actual fact, shit, dude. Just look at road accidents. If you turn up to a barbecue in your hotted up car, how many drinks before you're out there doing donuts?
Yeah, I gotta show him.
Yeah, I'll fucking I'll line lock down the fucking main drag of Crestmead. do a donut around the goddamn roundabout. Just fucking crab it sideways with smoke just billowing out of the fucking...
Yeah.
I've seen it done, man. I've seen it done. And it's...
Extra funny if it's my car in particular. Just a Miata with a big
Absolutely.
wing, a really dickhead kind of.
Oh, man.
The thing about men driving, because we do have a lot more accidents than women, that's why our insurance premiums are higher.
Right.
However, I would say 30% of injuries sustained by men on our roads involve a car.
Yes, for sure.
Let's say 70%. You both get out and you have a hit. You have a little smack.
A little punch up.
Why don't you have a little throw?
Love a fucking punch up. Yeah,
love a punch up with the lights, and then they turn
had 'em,
around and the
man.
lights turn green, and they're like, "Oh, okay." And they get back.
All right then, Peter.
Well, I do have places to be.
Now, women have more accidents in cars, but they are minor. Yeah, but they are minor accidents, and sometimes I think a lot of the time it's not worth paying the excess. You know, it's a bump, it's a scratch. I've seen women's cars, and they are bumped and bruised and battered from these very low speed accidents. They're terrible at driving. Women are terrible at driving. They can't drive. They
lot of
shouldn't be allowed to
fender
drive. Men have more serious accidents because they're going faster and being fucking idiots in their cars. So men will die in their car. Women have more accidents, but there's no whiplash. It's the car that pays the price. A man will write his car off. The car is he won't have an accident at all, and then the car is a write-off. A woman will have 25 collisions. None of them cause any health problems.
The $100 fixes with a bumper.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to call the insurance. So on paper, yeah, it looks like men are worse drivers. What they are is they're great drivers who come unstuck. And there are some terrible drivers. I'm not saying that there aren't. But yeah, if you know a woman, just take a look at her car. Just go walking around the perimeter.
A little once over.
You tell me. You tell me.
Those aren't rock chips.
No.
No.
No, that's the side of the fucking, like, you know, at the shops, the concrete barrier, that's a bastard.
I had one of those in the Falcon. That was a very feminine move on my part. I had the concrete bunker. I had the concrete fucking
They'll creep
wall.
up behind you, those things. They'll creep up.
They'll get
up
you.
and bang on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm part of a Facebook group called Camrys with Dented Bumpers. And it has 20,000 members.
Jesus.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's just photos of Camrys with they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah, man.
And maybe once a week, someone might post a photo of like an Orion with a dented bumper. He gets the piss kicked out of him.
Like, yeah,
just
that's not a
hundreds
Camry.
of people are like, "You're a worthless cunt. Get out of here."
Right, because it's not
Sportivo.
But it is a Camry. That's the thing. That is a Camry.
Man, I posted a Corolla on there by accident. I thought it was a Corolla sedan. A tricky thing to differentiate between a Camry.
Sure.
I put that up there.
No love.
I put my life on the line for that shit. Maybe that's why my insurance is so high, because I was going 130 and I'm fucking sticking my goddamn camera out the window, getting my shot.
Yeah.
I put it up. None of these pricks enjoyed it. It's a Corolla.
Oh, wow.
No good.
They're very strict for a bunch of idiots who crash their shitty cars.
Yeah.
They're cranky.
Some people just hit them with bats. They just buy a Camry. They're like, well, I got to join them.
Gotta join the club.
Back into it with a Jeep.
God, which is like the fucking Camry broken car club equivalent to those fucking idiots in America smashing up their ears so they look like MMA fighters.
Do they do that?
Yeah, dude. When the UFC was like really big, when it first got really big, it really blew up. All these kids in America, probably happened in Australia too, probably happened in England too, but they were like smashing up their ears so that they looked like fucking tough guys, so they looked like they do mixed martial arts. And the reality is, it's a terrible look. The guys who do mixed martial arts, they fucking hate it. It's an unfortunate fucking thing that happens when you fight.
Stolen valor.
Right? Well, they've... dude, I think you get what you deserve. If you want to fucking cauliflower up your ears so you look like a fighter, good. I think it's a great idea. Get at it, kids. I think it's great. It's exactly what you fucking deserve, you retards. Go. You know?
I was laughing.
That too serious?
It makes sense. I was thinking about a guy, you know, how you put your tooth, you try a thing around your tooth and then you put it on the tow bar, then your mate drives
there you
away.
go. Yeah.
To get rid of your tooth.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, but I don't really, you know, sometimes you need a tooth out. There's not that many people around. Mm-hmm. I figured it out. What you do, put a brick on the clutch and then put another brick on the gas.
Right.
And then tie a string around the clutch brick and then just put the string around your rope and attach that to your tow bar and then just rip the clutch out and then the car will just go sending off into the sunset.
Yeah, that's right. So the car goes off a cliff.
Yeah.
Hopefully you've lost the tooth that you wanted to get rid of.
Yeah.
damn, man, I think that's really clever. That's a great idea.
Because you'd think it'd be harder. You'd think it'd be easier to do it in auto, but there's no real way to like really launch an auto without being in it. I think it's a lot easier if you have the 3-pedal set up and you just rip the clutch out.
Yeah, I think you need some kind of like a fucking animal. You need to chuck a possum in your truck. You chuck like a big angry like one of those fat American opossums.
Yeah.
You chuck one of them in, and then you just stick like a muffin on the accelerator with the handbrake off, and it's just like, get the muffin, fat boy. I mean, it doesn't matter if your shit's tied around the tow bar. The car's going to launch if it's going off a cliff. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you can be right up there alongside it, just smacking that possum. Go on, you piece of shit. Eat your muffin, you big dumb fuck. You know, like really giving it a hard time.
Yeah.
You know what? Worst case scenario, just punch the possum and just stick it on the accelerator. Just stick his weight on there.
Yeah.
You probably could do it with a brick, but I feel like why not sacrifice a possum? You're losing a tooth.
You could use a very similar persuasion method with the woman I met on tour, actually.
Arse-eater?
The dirty bird, yeah.
The dirty bird? The dirty bird.
In the last episode.
Dude, what did you say? You said kissing a hippie is like eating ass?
Yeah.
Go, kissing a hippie is eating ass. Yeah, sorry.
We forgot to do a song last week. Which was we realized after we cut.
Yeah.
But we've reached the end of our episode for this week.
Do you have a song?
Hour. I've prepared a song.
Hey.
It's about just the persuasion of the way people see you based on your behaviors and your hobbies. You know, if you have certain hobbies, people might look down on you. You know, if you enjoy going to a punk show, people might not treat you with the same respect as if you enjoyed golf.
Yep.
You know, things like that.
Right.
A
more gentrified type of
just
activity.
A socially acceptable kind of thing.
Right.
So I've kind of gone after like the business kind of side of society, you know, people that devote their entire life to business. So the song goes as follows. It's I'm a businessman with a business plan. Got 25 kids in my panel van. A lot of people like to scream and frown. Hey, shut up, baby. It's business town.
It's beautiful, Jack.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, bye.